The Invader 1. What's up guys, Invader 1 here again, and welcome back to another challenge video. And this time we have moved on to the Rebellion Mastery. So guys, for those of you who do not know, we are playing all the challenges that are on your N7 HQ tab, and we're doing Platinum games, Team Platinum games, using only either the character and weapon combinations on these challenges. So this time, we decided on the Rebellion Mastery. We went with the Cerberus Harrier, and we are also going with the Phoenix Adept. Here we go with the Phoenix Adept. So let's get on to it, guys, and let's go on to the gameplay. And we'll talk a little bit more about the Cerberus Harrier, the Rebellion Mastery, and the Phoenix Adept. Oh, and one other thing is that we could only play on the map specified on the actual challenge. So in this situation, we decided to pick Jade, which is a great map. It's great for speed runs. It's great for tight games. It's really tough on objectives, depending on the objective you get. If you get like devices, it's a little tough if your team is not working with you. Targets, it's fine, and pretty much every other objective is really decent on this map. But some of the objectives, like hacking the individual 4 devices, that one is a little bit of a rough one on this map. So besides that, guys, we had an epic fail moment before I go into it. Wave 1, I don't know what happened here. All of us kind of like, we were okay in a little bit of the beginning, but we all got tunnel vision, every single one of us. And since we got tunnel vision, the enemies actually surrounded us, and it became a little bit of a revive party on wave 1. So as you can see, we're all like dropping here. So wave 1 kind of threw us a little bit off guard, but every other wave was totally fine, and then we were able to manage it. But somehow, for whatever reason, we got into a little bit of a revive party on wave 1, and that was interesting. So let me speak a little bit about the Phoenix Adept and the Rebellion Mastery overall, and that DLC when it came out. Actually, when the Rebellion DLC came out, I was actually more interested in seeing playing the Vorcha. And even the Quarians, the Quarian males, I was looking into using those characters a little bit more than the Phoenix guys. I don't know why. I think the Phoenix guys look really, really cool, but when I actually got to play with them at first, I didn't dislike them. I thought they were really cool. Actually, their whips and the way it looks and their powers and all that look really awesome. But I was really more interested in getting my hands on the Vorchas. I don't know why, but it was mostly, okay, I think I do know why. It was mostly because the Vorchas are they're so funny in the game, and they're so hilarious, and they say some of the best things. Like, for example, I was thinking that they would be like the Krogans, and I was absolutely right. Where the Krogans say some of the coolest, funnest things in this game. So I expected the Vorchas to be the same way, and boy, I was not disappointed. So that was one of the reasons why I was actually, for this DLC, I was actually looking forward more to the Vorcha than anything, because I figured the Vorchas would be like the Krogans and say funny things, and they'll be hilarious to play and game with. And they didn't disappoint. They were actually really, really good. I really enjoyed the Vorcha characters, all of them. So that's it when it comes to that. Now, coming to this guy, the Phoenix Adept, both the Phoenix Adept and the Phoenix Vanguard. I actually used the Phoenix Adept and Vanguards in some of my first videos that I ever created for Mass Effect. I really enjoyed this character. I think the whips and the smash and all that looks really cool. It's just very unique. The only issue I have with this character, both the Phoenix Adept and the Vanguard, is that it seems like it seems like they're a little less tankier than you expect them to be. Like for whatever reason. And this is, how can I explain it? This happens with there are other characters that kind of feel this way, and I know he only has 825 health and 825 barriers, but for some reason when he gets hit either by an Atlas shot or anything, it seems like he's just weaker than a lot of the other characters, even though, in comparison to another character that may have only 825 health and 825 barrier or less. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's just my opinion. It seems that way, and it probably isn't that way. But for some reason, when I've played with this character, it seems like he can be taken down pretty easily. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. I've talked to a few people about that, but they kind of feel the same way, as if his barriers or health or whatever, it's glitched out somehow. But it probably isn't. It's probably just me. So let's just keep it at that. It's probably just Invader 1, who's just not getting it. But anyways, I've played this character quite a bit in the beginning, and I really, really enjoyed him a lot. And especially now the Singularity has been buffed. Singularity got a good buff, guys. If you guys didn't know that, Singularity was always an excellent power, but Singularity got buffed so that it actually primes targets for biotic explosions. That's a great advantage now that they've provided with Singularity. If you pop Singularity in an area, every enemy that it touches, it primes them for a biotic explosion. So the next power that you use on that enemy or groups of enemies, whether it be it has to be a detonated power like warp or throw or etc. And you'll destroy those enemies, which is great. So Singularity does a great job of priming targets for biotic explosions. The other thing that it does is actually it continues to do damage to them. And with the way I have Singularity spec'd out with this character, it actually does its own biotic explosion. I have it set to detonate on rank 6. So I'll talk about the build in a little bit. I just want to tell you guys a little bit more about this. So yeah, when the character first came out, the reason I enjoyed this guy was because he has Lash. And mind you, on Lash, the way I spec him out, especially on rank 6, I always go with the same kind of spec, because one of the main reasons why I liked him is that this guy doesn't need an acolyte. This guy doesn't really need many weapons at all. His powers are so amazing that he can take care of phantoms. Like, for example, here goes one. A phantom comes at you, no problem. I got Lash, take care of her in a second, no problem. An Atlas comes over, well, he's got Smash. A Banshee comes over, Smash. A Brute comes over, smash. Anything comes over, smash. And then, and if a shielded target comes there, like a Marauder, well, there goes your Lash. Alright? So, Smash and Lash are just, I think they're very well-rounded powers. And then you have, with the Phoenix Adept, Singularity, which is absolutely amazing power as well, which does a lot of cleanup. It's good against crowds, and at the same time primes targets for biotic explosions. I think this guy is so well-rounded. I mean, that's why I really enjoy this character. I mean, if you really go back to a lot of my old videos, back when I was just starting, I used this guy quite a bit, and I really liked him a lot. And that was before the Singularity buff. So he's actually pretty awesome. Now, here we're using the Cerberus Harrier. It's not the weapon that I would recommend with him. In all honesty, I think he's fine with the Cerberus Harrier, but the thing is, the problem with the Cerberus Harrier is that the ammo, it just runs out so quickly on this character, and you'll see us constantly having to run back to the ammo crates. So what I would recommend actually are more pistols with him, kind of like a Talon, and have the pistol power magnifier, so you can get the additional 30% power damage bonus, and that'll make him absolutely amazing. It'll make his powers awesome. It'll give you that 30% increase, and it's absolutely awesome. So that's mostly what I would go for, or shotguns, kind of like the Wraith or something like that. And it'll make him really good, but something that keeps his cooldown really light, because you want his Smash and his Lash to be accessible and available really quickly. And that's another thing, guys. His Smash was so much faster. And if you don't know which is Smash, it's the heavy, double whips, double biotic whips that he does. You see me, here we go. This is Smash right here. So his Smash was the recharge speed on Smash at one point was a lot faster than it was now, and that did get nerfed, and they kind of slowed it down. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't think it needed it. A lot of people at the time, there were a lot of complaints of players playing behind walls and farming and just doing nothing but smashing behind a wall, whatever. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I could care less. I think if somebody wants to play behind a wall and smash all they want, I mean that's up to them. But I was disappointed with that. I was really disappointed with that nerf because this character, even though they did nerf the cooldown time, the recharge speed time for Smash, I mean he's still great, but you know it's one of those kind of situations where it can kill you at some points when you actually need Smash available quickly, and you could do a lot of power canceling, kind of like the way you do reload canceling. You guys don't know about that. I'm thinking of if you guys don't know what that is, I'm gonna go ahead and create a video on it. Maybe another video on reload canceling that's a little different than the one I have already, and a video on power canceling as well. So you can do power canceling on this guy, but you know at the same time it's like, why go through that? I really would have loved his smash to be a little bit faster the way it was back in the day. So anyways, a few things about this guy. Now that I've talked about that, I had to have a little rant about that little nerf that they did months ago. So but anyways, I really enjoy this guy. This is this is a very niche guy. He's a very niche character. He's a lot of fun to use. His singularity is absolutely amazing. Smash and Lash. I think all his powers are so well rounded, and he's just really, really great. But let's talk about the build a little bit so you guys can understand how I go about it. Singularity on rank 4, I go for Radius just because I want to be able to prime multiple targets. And you detonate prime targets with this guy with his Smash. If they're the bigger armored enemies, or you could detonate also on the non-shielded targets with Lash. Like for example, somebody's in Singularity like a Marauder or whatever, and then you lash them, they'll detonate. Okay, so anyways, on Singularity rank 4, I go for Radius to prime multiple enemies, so the radius on this will be bigger. Rank 5, I go for lift damage, because like this, it does a little bit damage over time. It does 50 damage per second to lift the targets, which is great. And on rank 6 is very important. I go for detonate, because it detonates the Singularity, and it inflicts 500 damage across 7 meters. So any character within 7 meters gets damaged, and it's awesome. It's like a double biotic explosion, because you could, whatever character is around that 7-meter radius gets hurt, and then you could also still detonate the character as they were primed with Singularity already. So you're doing kind of like 2 biotic explosions. 1, the Singularity detonates, and 2, you use Smash or Lash to detonate another biotic explosion on the enemy. So that's a great one. On Smash, on rank 4, I actually go for electric damage instead of biotic combo. Don't get me wrong, they're both really good. If you really focus on biotics, like using Singularity and then Smash, Singularity, Smash, then you probably want to go with biotic combo. I don't do that all the time. I like the electric damage. It does additional damage of 50% for 7.5 seconds. So it really messes up the targets. It kind of debuffs them a little bit, so that's why I like it. And on rank 5, I go for forcing damage again because I want Smash to be awesome. I'm not gonna go for the recharge speed, and even though technically it'll make it a little faster, but in all honesty, I'm okay with Smash being more and more powerful. And on rank 6, I go for armor damage because it really makes Smash great against Banshees. It makes it great against Praetorians. Any armor targets, any major armor targets, it really makes it good against them. I mean, there are times that I'll just smash. That's what I'm saying. This guy doesn't really need a gun. It's like he's got all these great powers that he really does not need a gun. So I'll use smash, and just destroy the enemies, which is absolutely awesome. That's why I really like this character. And on Lash, guys, again, what I like about Lash is that it does damage over time, and that you can pick up Phantoms. Oh, screw the Phantoms. I mean, forget them. Anytime they come up to you, just use Lash and throw them all across the place, and just smash them right after. So for Lash, I go on rank 4. I go for Detonate. Even though, in all honesty, I do recommend more damage. Like this, your Lash does a little bit more damage, but it's okay to have Detonate like that if you like doing more biotic explosions. Then what you can do is you're constantly priming enemies with Singularity and then use Lash or Smash. And then rank 5, damage over time, guys. The DOT. It says do an additional 100% damage over 10 seconds. So that's always a great thing, especially on any enemy that you lash. So they're constantly dying. Especially wherever you lash them to, they're gonna just drop and they just continue dying. And on rank 6, guys, I always go for this. Doesn't matter what build I go for. I can't go for the other one. I always go for shield penetration because this is what allows you to pick up phantoms. This is what allows you to pick up marauders. This is what allows you to pick up shielded targets. Okay, it's shield penetration. That's what you gotta go for. I always go for it. This is why I say this guy's so well-rounded because I never worry about phantoms. I don't need an acolyte with this guy. I don't need a staggering weapon with this guy. I don't need anything else. I have lash. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced player and you feel like you don't need a lot of fitness, then I would recommend Phoenix Training for you to go to on rank 4 damage and capacity and rank 5 power damage, and then you just put 3 points on fitness. If you feel like you need a little bit more tankiness, I did this build here for you guys. This is a build that most of you guys will be playing either in gold, silver, and bronze, and you could also play some platinum. Obviously, we're playing it on platinum. But I'm just saying that I created this build thinking more about you guys, that some of you guys may want more fitness. So this build, I just put all full fitness on the character all the way at the bottom. That'll give you 825 health, 825 shields. Still not a lot, but at least at least it'll keep you a little tankier for the lower difficulties. This is platinum gameplay, obviously, so it's a little different. It's a little tighter for us, so. Yeah, that's why sometimes we'll get dropped at some points. But yeah, guys, this is the good thing about this character and all the Phoenix guys is that they're really well rounded in some things. Now, the Phoenix Vanguard, what's cool about the Vanguard is that the Vanguard can actually stay up more than the Phoenix Adept. In one aspect, in that it has biotic charge, so you can actually replenish your shields and replenish your barriers. So that's also a fun thing. But I like the Adept better in some ways, more because he can prime, more because he has he has singularity, which is such a great power. So those are mainly the reasons why I prefer this guy over the Vanguard in some aspects. But the Vanguard can actually replenish his own shields and makes them makes both of these guys actually beneficial when it comes to the Phoenix guys. So in other words, if you prefer the Vanguard, you're actually okay. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other, but one thing I do prefer over the Vanguard is singularity because it just really helps. It really helps mess the enemies up, guys, and it does a great job of priming as opposed to biotic charge, which really doesn't prime; it just detonates. So that's a great thing. Anyways, guys, so going back to Rebellion. So in Rebellion, we have all our 4 characters. We're all using Cerberus Harriers. We are all here on Jade, and we had a little bit of a tough time at some points, but we actually did okay, and that was a good thing, guys. And on Jade, as you know, it's a pretty open map. Some people like to play at the bottom of the map, actually the area where I'm facing. The only issue that I've had with playing down there, and mind you, we're running around the map. We're not like camping an area, but we do have save zones when we play. My save zone is this area on top because you have more protection. You have 2 lanes that you could go in and out that you can actually take cover on, and the enemy doesn't have the direct line of sight on you. But on the bottom area, the enemies have total line of sight on you. They can snipe down on you. They can shoot at you. You're open. You really don't have a lot of cover at all. So to me, let's say if you're taking a little bit of more of a safer approach on this map on Platinum, I'm more in this top area. I'm gonna be honest with you because I just prefer it. I prefer to be a little bit more safe. But mostly if you're playing on gold or you're playing silver or bronze, you're probably just running around. But it's just totally fine. I'm only speaking this way if you're kind of like getting into platinum and you're trying to take a little bit of a safer approach. Then this is probably better for you. The only disadvantage that you have is that there's only 1 ammo box here. It's only 1 ammo box on the top, so it really makes it difficult for you and your teammates. So you have to share like an ammo box that's right here, right in front of my character, right to his right. There's another ammo box. But anyways, guys, that's the cool thing about this character. He's very versatile, and in all honesty, even though I put the Cerberus Harrier on him, you really don't need a gun with this guy. I mean, the only reason you have a gun with this guy is because his smash cooldown is so long now that you actually need to have a gun just to shoot in between your cooldown, in between your recharge. So that's the most disappointing part. You know, I really wish they would have kept the smash the other way. I don't care if somebody's smashing left and right, in all honesty. And you know, I think they did that mostly because smash is very powerful. Don't get me wrong, it is very, very powerful. So, you know, I guess I somewhat understand why they wanted to nerf the recharge speed on it, but at the same time, you know, I guess I enjoyed this character quite a bit. Even after the nerf, he's still a lot of fun to play. So that's it when it comes to this guy. You know, in all honesty, there's a lot more to him in the sense of jokes, because sometimes we'll joke around about when we're playing in game, when we see the Dragoons, how the Dragoons are so damn fast, and they don't seem to have a problem with their cooldown. They'll smash, they'll melee you, they'll slap you, they'll whip you, they'll call you names and even talk about your mama. But what'll happen is that they're so damn fast that we'll joke around and say, well, I think the Phoenix guys that, you know, that supposedly rebelled and defected, you know, we were like, really, I think they were just kicked out of Cerberus, really, because they just don't compare to the Dragoons that we seem to fight on Platinum. But anyways, guys, this is all jokes and etc. But, you know, these guys are actually really good. When you get a few of these together, as you notice here, we have a whole bunch of them together, just doing smash at the same time. We took down a Banshee. We could take down an Atlas all together so quickly, and it's just so damn good, so damn good. So that's the awesome and fun part about that. Now, the next challenge that we have, guys, is going to be really interesting. Now, the next challenges on this Rebellion series is going to be so OP, because the other characters and weapons that were released for this DLC were so powerful. So I think that the next two videos with this challenge are gonna be so OP, so very powerful. We're probably gonna run through it really quickly. It's almost gonna seem like a speed run. That's what I'm assuming. So I'm gonna see if for some of those we could pick maybe some more difficult enemies. Although in reality they're all on Platinum. They're all fine. The only enemy faction that I don't prefer to play against is the Geth, because they just all that stunning and all the it just kind of messes you up. It really gets more frustrating than anything. If you guys saw the previous video, the one for the previous challenge, which was Resurgence, I believe. Well, on the previous challenge for Resurgence, we actually used Geth Engineers with Geth Plasma SMGs versus the Geth on Hydra, and that was a game. That game took like 30 minutes. And that was tough, I gotta tell you. And then the Geth were stun locking the crap out of us, and they were just messing us up. So that's the only time that was the only faction I don't really enjoy playing much. I actually enjoy playing against the Reapers, Cerberus, and I actually do enjoy playing against the Collectors. But the problem I have with the Collectors is the fact that they're so glitched out. You'll get shot up through cover. I mean, it's just they're so glitched that to really play against them is such more of a problem, because there's certain things about them that don't work, that are really messed up. More so of them actually being that difficult, because the Collectors are not more difficult than the other factions. They're not. There are some problems that I do have against them, but they're really not way more difficult than the other factions. They're just different. So anyways, guys, but still, I think the next challenge is going to be something pretty awesome and a little OP, because the weapons that are on this challenge and the characters were amazing. Actually, that's when we got the Quarian Infiltrator, we got the Quarian Engineer, you know, we got the Reegar, you know, we got all these really powerful stuff on that DLC. And it was amazing when this DLC came out. Some people actually, you know, didn't. I guess they underestimated, like the Phoenix guys. They underestimated the Quarians. They're like, oh, these Quarians suck. They're not that great. And then all of a sudden, after people figured them out, you would not find a game without a Quarian Infiltrator or a Quarian Engineer, or with the Phoenix Adept guys. So that was a fun thing. But anyways, guys, I really feel like these these next videos are going to be even more of a challenge. And now, mind you, this was a challenge as well because we had to do this in Jade, and you noticed that we dropped quite a bit. All of us, we were dropping quite a bit. We had to really stick with each other, kind of help each other out, because just the barriers and health of these guys were so low. But anyways, guys, yeah, you know, we fought on Jade. We destroyed the Cerberus threat. We got wrecked a little bit. We used our whips, you know, kind of whipped some phantoms on the booty, and did a lot of that. And we still made it, guys. Somehow, you know, we were able to make it. The challenge was cool, and that was it. So definitely, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and hope you guys get to use the Phoenix Adept quite a bit. He's a lot of fun. He's very great in biotic squads, by the way. So, guys, enjoy it. Please use them, and see if you guys can do this challenge on your own as well. Invader one out, and please comment, rate, and subscribe. It definitely helps, and I will see you guys on the next video. Invader one out.